here are some Florida real estate examination flashcards for you to check out as you're studying for this examination. Hope you find them helpful. Let's just jump right into it. Number 1, subdivision plat map. A subdivision plat map is a detailed plan that outlines the division of land into individual lots, including showing property boundaries that a builder must provide to the planning board before receiving permits to build. Florida Resale Condominium Disclosures. The Florida Resale Condominium Disclosures are specific information and documents that sellers of existing condominiums are required to provide to potential buyers. These disclosures include details about the condo development, its financial health, rules, regulations, budget, and any upcoming or ongoing work and assessments. Group license. Group license, a real estate license held by a business entity such as a brokerage that allows multiple individuals associated with that business to operate under one license. A group license is often issued for sales associates and broker associates who work for an owner-developer. Consumer member. A consumer member is a member of the public on a board who has never been a real estate broker or sales associate. Sales associate. A sales associate is the first real estate license that you receive. Sales associates are not allowed to open offices on their own. A broker. After working under a broker for 2 years, you have the option of taking the FREC2 course to sit for your broker's examination. Brokers must retain records for 5 years. FREC members. FREC members are made up of 7 members, including 5 licensed real estate professionals and 2 consumer members who are not associated with the real estate industry. Members are appointed by the governor for a 4-year term. Owner-developer. Owner-developers are a licensed real estate professional who purchase, develop, and sells their own properties only. Multiple licenses. Multiple licenses. When a broker holds more than one active real estate license simultaneously. This could involve having licenses under different brokerages in different states or for various real estate roles, allowing the broker to operate in multiple capacities. Pre-licensing coursework. In Florida, the Real Estate Sales Associate Pre-Licensing course consists of 63 hours of instruction. The Real Estate Broker's Pre-Licensing course consists of 72 hours of instruction. The Division of Florida Condominiums, Timeshares, and Mobile Homes oversees and regulates the development, sale, and management of condos, timeshares, and mobile homes to ensure consumer protection and compliance within the relevant laws. Florida New Unit Condominium Disclosure. Specific information and documents that developers of new condominium projects are required to provide to potential buyers. These disclosures include details about the condo development, its financial health, rules, regulations, budget, and any potential risks or obligations associated with owning a unit in the development. FS 475. FS 475, Florida Statute 475, Florida Real Estate License Law that covers the licensing, conduct, and responsibilities of real estate professionals. It regulates real estate compensation, disclosures, advertising, continuing education requirements, and more. FREC stands for the Florida Real Estate Commission, the regulatory body responsible for overseeing and regulating real estate professionals in the state of Florida. Their responsibilities include licensing real estate professionals, maintaining adherence to the real estate laws and regulations, and upholding ethical behavior and professional standards. License expiration. Licenses expire in Florida every 24 months on either March 31st or September 30th. Active status. Active status means a licensed status when a sales associate is employed by a licensed broker and all renewal requirements are met and maintained. An active license status is required for real estate practice in Florida. FREAB stands for the Florida Real Estate Appraisal Board, a governing body responsible for regulating and overseeing real estate appraisal activities within the state of Florida. Involuntary inactive. Involuntary inactive basically means a license status that occurs when you fail to renew your real estate license on time. If you fail to complete the renewal process before your license expires, you have 12 months to complete the required continuing education, pay the renewal fees, plus a late fee to reactivate your license. Interval ownership. Interval ownership means a shared ownership arrangement where multiple individuals have a right to use a vacation property for a specified period, typically within a week or more. And this happens to be each year, seen most often in the form of a timeshare. DBPR stands for the Department of Business and Professional Regulation, a government agency in Florida that regulates various professional industries, including real estate. USPAP. USPAP stands for the Uniform Standards of Professional Appraisal Practice, a set of guidelines that regulates the ethical and professional standards of real estate appraisers. Mutual Recognition Agreement. Mutual recognition agreements are reciprocal arrangements between two states or jurisdictions that acknowledges each other's professional licenses, qualifications, or certifications. In Florida, applicants must pass a Florida real estate law exam before receiving a reciprocal license. Florida Statute CH 455. So CH 455 establishes the framework for regulating real estate professionals, outlining licensing requirements, ethical standards, and disciplinary measures to safeguard consumers and maintain industry integrity. Now, while similar to FS 475, FS Chapter 455 is a broader set of regulations that extends to multiple professional domains, including real estate. Voluntary inactive. Voluntary inactive is a license status when a real estate licensee chooses to temporarily deactivate their active license while not actively engaging in real estate activities. Continuing education. Continuing education in Florida revolves around real estate licensees being required to complete 14 hours of continuing education per 2-year licensing cycle. Initial license period. 18 to 24 months from the date of licensing. Post-licensing coursework. Post-licensing coursework involves newly licensed real estate associates that are sales associates in Florida, and they're required to complete a state-approved 45-hour post-licensing educational course, and brokers are required to complete a state-approved 60-hour post-licensing educational course during their initial license renewal period. HOA disclosure. HOA stands for Homeowners Association Disclosures, a document provided to potential buyers that outlines information about any HOA governing a property or community. Now, typically involves HOA fees, rules, regulations, restrictions, finances, and any ongoing or planned assessments. It helps a buyer to make an informed decision about buying a property with an HOA. Binder deposit. A binder deposit is a sum of money provided by a buyer as a sign of their intent to purchase a property, which is held in escrow until the transaction is completed or canceled. Deposits received by a sales associate must be given to their broker within 1 business day. A broker must deposit the funds into a trust account within 3 business days. Consent to transition to transaction broker notice. This consent is a form used in Florida real estate to get the consent of a buyer and seller to transition from their current agency relationship, either a single agency or no brokerage relationship, to a transaction broker relationship. Transaction broker. A transaction broker is a broker who does not have a fiduciary relationship with either the buyer or the seller in a transaction, but rather acts as a neutral party who facilitates the real estate transaction. Single agent. Single agents are a licensed professional who represents either the buyer or the seller exclusively in a transaction, owing them fiduciary duties and loyalty. No brokerage relationship. A no brokerage relationship simply means the agent does not have a fiduciary relationship but owes the duties of honesty, fairness, disclosure of material facts, and accounting for all funds. The Florida Real Estate Recovery Fund. The Florida State Recovery Fund is a fund established to provide compensation to individuals who have suffered financial losses due to fraudulent or dishonest actions by licensed real estate professionals in the state of Florida. Security deposit. A security deposit is collected when a rental agreement is made and is collected to cover potential damages to the rental property and potential unpaid rent. The landlord must provide a receipt for the deposit. In Florida, once the tenant vacates, the landlord has 15 days to return the security deposit along with an itemized list of any deductions that are made. Hey everybody, I hope you're finding this Florida flashcard review helpful, getting ready for your real estate exams in the state of Florida, and just wanted to really quickly let you know that if you're looking for printable versions of these flashcards, we offer them for sale really inexpensive, and I'll put the link in the description below. You're going to find them pretty helpful if you're a keen aesthetic learner. I like to have feel the pages of a book and feel the flashcards and look at them, so it's pretty helpful. It's also a great way to study with family, friends, and that kind of stuff. So link in the description below, and now back to our scheduled program. The Florida Deceptive and Unfair Trade Practices Act. This is a state law that prohibits businesses from engaging in actions that misled consumers and manipulated pricing with the aim of protecting consumers from deceptive, unfair, and fraudulent business practices in the state of Florida. Blind ads. Blind ads are advertisements that withhold identifying details about the advertisers or property, seeking inquiries without disclosing key information such as an address or a price. Governor of Florida. The governor appoints the members of the Florida Real Estate Commission. Florida Wetlands Protection Act. The Florida Wetlands Protection Act focuses on the preservation, restoration, and management of wetlands to sustain their ecological functions and values. Florida Department of Environmental Protection. The Florida Department of Environmental Protection is a state agency responsible for protecting and managing Florida's natural resources, environments, and water quality through regulatory oversight, conservation efforts, and environmental education. FHFC. The FHFC, the Florida Housing Finance Corporation, is a state agency dedicated to providing affordable housing opportunities for residents of Florida. The Florida Fair Lending Act. The Florida Fair Lending Act is a state law designed to prevent discriminatory lending practices in the state of Florida. It aims to ensure individuals are not unfairly denied access to credit or loans based on protected characteristics such as race, color, religion, national origin, sex, marital status, age, or the receipt of public assistance. FCHR. The FCHR is the Florida Commission on Human Relations. It's a state agency responsible for addressing issues related to discrimination, civil rights, and fair treatment in Florida. Florida resident. A Florida resident is a person who has resided in the state of Florida continuously for 4+ months. The Florida Landlord and Tenant Act. FS Chapter 83 is a state law that outlines rules related to leasing terms, rent payments, security deposits, repairs, evictions, and other rights and responsibilities of landlords and tenants in a rental agreement. The Florida Antitrust Act of 1980. The Antitrust Act of 1980 is a state law designed to promote fair competition and prevent anti-competitive practices within the business trade and in sectors of Florida. Florida Statute 760. So Statute 760, also known as the Florida Fair Housing Act, is a state law that prohibits discrimination in housing based on 7 federally protected classes with the addition of age. Originally enacted in 1983. Trade name. A trade name is a name under which a real estate brokerage or licensee operates, which is used for branding and business identification purposes and allows the licensee or business to conduct real estate activities using the name other than their legal name. Notice of non-compliance. The notice of non-compliance, the first notification of a minor offense or violation by a real estate licensee issued by the Department of Business and Professional Regulations. The licensee has 14 days to correct the violation mentioned in this particular notice. The Environmental Land and Water Management Act. This is a Florida statute, Chapter 380, and it covers comprehensive land and water resource planning, management, and other regulations in the state of Florida and aims to balance development with environmental protection. Hey, everybody. Thank you very much for checking out our Florida flashcard review. I hope you found it helpful. If you take the examination and you found that it helped you pass, let us know in the comments. That would be super awesome. We love listening to that. One of the big things that we love to do is we like to dedicate ourselves to our students and listen to the comments and feedback. Don't forget, we also offer these flashcards that are printable for sale. The link in the description below. And if you like the content, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. We also have tons of questions and all kinds of stuff that are available on our YouTube channel for preparation for examinations in real estate. Good luck with your studies and good luck on your exams. And thanks for checking us out. I look forward to having you in a session coming up.